As the other Abriah, Serenity, and I'm back at you with another prophetic word. This prophetic word is going to be pretty quick. It's about the truth, the betrayal that's getting ready to come up, and the Lord wanted me to warn some of you to keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Some of the truth that's getting ready to come out is going to be very off-putting. It's going to be very triggering. A lot of you, like I've said many times before, you think you knew something. You thought you knew because you had a couple dreams, because you saw some things. But the Lord was like, a lot of you have absolutely no idea what's getting ready to come to you, what's getting ready to knock on your door, the truth that's getting ready to find its way to you, that's getting ready to go in your inbox. Whatever it is, the Lord is saying you do not know. You don't know. And because of this, it's going to make a lot of people angry. It's going to make you want to fight. There was a video where I was like, don't go crime mob on them. Don't go crime mob. I don't know. Some of y'all might be too young to know who crime mob was. I was out. That's the generation I was in. Nuck, if you buggy. Some of y'all may know a couple songs, but we had the album. Okay, so some of y'all might want to go crime mob. Some of y'all might want to fight. And the Lord is saying, put your sword away. Put your sword away. John 18, verse 10. Where it says, then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's servant, cutting off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Jesus commanded Peter, put your sword away. Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me? Then the detachment of the soldiers with his commanders and the Jewish officials arrested Jesus. They bound him. The Lord really wants you guys to know that what's getting ready to happen is necessary. It's necessary. You have to understand that vengeance belongs to God. The fact that the Lord even brought this to the light, the fact that the Lord even entrusted you with this truth, because honestly, I could just bear testimony to my own life. There are some things that happened to me that the Lord did not reveal to me until I was long gone and away from that situation. There were things that my ex-husband did. There were things that he said, stuff he was doing behind my back, but the Lord didn't tell me about until my divorce was finalized, until I had been divorced for quite a time, until I had been delivered. Because then he could trust me with that information to not act foolishly, to not try to confront anybody, to not try to get in anybody's face, to try to be doubling down on people. Sometimes the Lord will have you wait until you are in a specific season to reveal things to you. But do not allow your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts to get you riled up to the point where you want to put your hands on somebody, to the point where you want to put your mouth on somebody. Put your sword away. This is why the Lord said, hold your peace. What's getting ready to happen is necessary. It's part of your testimony. It's necessary. Okay? Some of you had warnings about this person. Some of you had visions about this person that's getting ready to come forward. Maybe you forgot about it. Maybe you're like, oh man, I did have that dream. I didn't remember. Like I said in one of my videos, I said, don't go ignoring your dreams. And because you ignored your dreams, this person had room to do whatever it is they did. And now it's getting ready to come up. It's getting ready to come up. And I'm telling you guys right now, hold your peace. If you haven't seen that prophetic word I released, hold your peace. Know that the Lord is going to avenge you. The Lord probably already dealing with them. And you have to be okay without knowing what's going to happen to them next. You got to hold your peace and move on. And know that the Lord is dealing with them, or he's already dealing with them. I said in my last video that if the people who have done you wrong are going through a series of misfortunate events, bad news on bad news, trouble on trouble, stay away from them. Stay away from them. The Lord dealing with them. They think, oh no, it's just another storm. No. This is judgment. The Lord said, hold your peace. Put your sword away. Your sword being your tongue. Don't be cussing people out. Don't be trying to tell people. Don't be trying to insult people. Don't go there. Don't go there. The Lord is saying this truth is so big. It's going to knock, some of you, it's going to take your breath away. It's going to feel like somebody punched you in the chest. It's going to feel like somebody punched you in the chest. Have you ever gotten into a fight and somebody knocked the wind out of you? Or your parents had to show you who they were and they knocked the wind out of you? Or something happened to you that you just like, you felt like you couldn't breathe? Yeah. That's how some of this is going to be. Some of you have underestimated the situation. Some of you are so eager to know the truth, not understanding the truth is going to be burdensome to you in some way. I need to know the truth. And some of you, the Lord has not revealed the truth for this very reason, because it was too much. It was too much for you. He waited until you were in a certain season. He waited until he was getting ready to remove you. He was waiting until he was getting ready to elevate you before you found this out. So you wouldn't even have the time to focus on that. You're going to be like, God, I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I gotta worry about X, Y, and Z. The Lord is telling you in a season because he's getting ready to remove you, and he wants to remind you what you're walking away from. He wants to remind you who you are not going to be dealing with anymore. He wants to remind you who he is and that the Lord always reveals. The Lord wants you to trust yourself. The Lord wants you to not ignore your dreams next time. The Lord wants you to use your discernment next time. I was reading a book the other day about discipline, and it was saying something about how human beings are the only species that rationalize things. How a lot of animals, they are all about survival and instincts, but human beings, we have the will and the ability to rationalize. We will know the truth, and we will know something is dangerous. We will know something is not good for us, and we will rationalize a reason as to why we should have it, or the reason why we should indulge, or the reason why we should engage with the thing that is bad, instead of thinking about our survival, instead of thinking about our well-being first. Have been rationalizing truth. A lot of us have been trying to make excuses to be around certain people and do certain things, and the Lord was like, I told you, and now I'm getting ready to show you why I told you to leave that person alone. I'm getting ready to show you why I said this person wasn't no good. I'm getting ready to show you how this person was affecting you. I'm getting ready to show you what was really under the surface. But you have to put your sword away. You have to hold your peace. You have to understand that vengeance belongs to the Lord. You cannot be out here fighting. Because if you get out here and you start fighting, not only are you going to damage the Lord's reputation, and people are going to be like, ain't they supposed to be a Christian? Don't they be over here talking about God and all this other stuff? Not only are you going to look like a hypocrite, you're going to damage the Lord's reputation, and then you're going to put yourself in position to be corrected. You're going to put yourself in the position for the Lord to correct you. Hold your peace. Put your sword away. Do not be out here cursing people with your tongue. Do not be out here cursing people out. Just using profane language. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for some of you. Some of you are going to be like, I can't breathe. Some of you gonna be like, I can't breathe. This is too much. I can't breathe, Lord. Some of you guys, some of y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing but cry. Some of you ain't gonna be able to do nothing but let out a loud cry. I could just feel the agony. For some of you, I could just feel the grief, this heavy grief that's getting ready to come over some of you guys because of this truth. And some of you are kind of like, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, tell me, Lord. Expose it, Lord. Y'all need to be praying about your ability to move forward and not be weighed down by this. Because some of this is really bad. Some of this is really, really bad. But remember, put your sword away. And remember that vengeance belongs to the Lord, and he will also vindicate you. He will also vindicate you. So you don't need to go on a campaign or a spree exposing this person, trying to tell them everybody what they did. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Let the Lord handle it. Put your sword away. Abriah Serenity, if you haven't already, click that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any more uploads from me. I love you all with the love of the Lord, and I'll see you guys next time.